Hey, Broncos country, stop what you're doing and get this. You think Bo Nix is just some lucky rookie playing on a team that finally woke up from the post-Super Bowl 50 coma? Think again, partner. Last week against the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles in Philly, the kid from Oregon orchestrated the biggest heist in the AFC West since Elway gave us those rings, a 14-point comeback in the fourth quarter, with the clock ticking like a creaky wall clock in Grandma's basement. Denver Broncos news exploding everywhere. Bo Nix throws a 35-yard pass to Troy Franklin. That looked straight out of a video game, and suddenly we're 3-2 on the Chiefs' tail, who stumbled hard to the Jaguars. This changes everything in the NFL, man. The Broncos aren't just surviving, we're hunting. And if you bail now, you'll regret it when Mile High shakes again in the playoffs. But wait, there's a bombshell injury in the middle of all this that could flip the game upside down. Stick with me, because what comes next is the kind of plot twist that makes you buy tickets for the rest of the Denver Broncos 2025 season. Let's be real. For a second, Broncos country, being a Denver Broncos fan is like waking up every Sunday with a hangover of hope mixed with bile. You love the team, but my God, how many stabs to the chest have we taken? Remember the Russell Wilson era, that QB1 who promised heaven but delivered clouds of smoke? Or the 2022 disaster when we sold our soul to the Seahawks and finished 5-12 with Mile High quieter than a cemetery on a weekday? Pure frustration, anxiety that gnaws your nails down to the bone, unmet expectations year after year. I'm 42 years old, grew up watching Elway dodging defenders like they were traffic cones on I-70, and for what? To see wasted drafts, coaches turning to dust, and an AFC West division dominated by the Chiefs like Mahomes owns the place. According to ESPN, insiders like Troy Rando himself, the Denver Broncos analysts were predicting another rebuild year in 2025. Denver Broncos playoff chances, a measly 20%, they said in the preseason. And the pain? Oh, the real pain of the fans seeing Bo Nix, our rookie QB, mocked as the sixth-rounder who won't last a season, while the offensive line crumbled like a house of cards in the Vail wind. Denver Broncos offense looked like a souped-up car with a VW Beetle engine, and the defense? Well, at least they got sacks. But so what? No points, no wins. I talked to a 68-year-old veteran at the tailgate for the Titans game in Week 1, the guy who saw the Orange Crush of the 70s devour entire offenses, told me, Ben, I loved when we were the terror of the league, not this team of underdogs. Nostalgia hits hard, right? Those days of John Elway launching bombs to Rod Smith with the Mile High Stadium experience echoing chants that made the ground shake. Now, fan reactions latest game turned into TikTok memes with Broncos. Viral moments 2025 mixing hype and despair. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. There's hope sprouting like grass after an April snowstorm. The Denver Broncos 2025 season is flipping the script 3-2 after beating the Colts in Week 2 with a last-second field goal, crushing the Chargers in Week 3 in a classic rivalry history. Raiders, Chargers, but the hate's the same. And now this comeback massacre versus Eagles. Bo Nix debut? No, this is Bo Nix rookie QB. Performance 2025 on steroids, 280 yards, 2 TDs, 0 INTs, working the pocket like a Vegas magician. And the Denver Broncos defense analysis Week 1 showed 6 sacks on Will Levis, Nick Bonitto with contract talks heating up because the guy's stealing the show with 7 sacks in 5 games. Natural solutions? Sean Payton. Our coaching staff news hotshot is injecting soul into the team, mixing offensive playbook secrets with explosive runs from Jaleel McLaughlin. It's not magic, it's sweat and strategy. But what about those unmet expectations? They hurt, but they turn into fuel. Imagine if we ignore this, we end up like the Raiders, eternal losers in the division. Now, take a deep breath, because here comes the gut punch every Broncos country member felt Monday after the Eagles. Ben Powers, our starting left guard who anchored the line like a rock in the Rockies, tore his bicep in the middle of the fourth quarter. Denver Broncos injury report updates exploded. The guy played with his arm hanging like a rag doll, outperforming Quinn Maynard's in elite performance, allowing 0 pressures in 40 snaps. Tremendous amount of heart, as Sean Payton said at the press conference, eyes shining like a proud father whose son just won state. But he's out for 2 months, targeting a return for the Packers in Week 10. Denver Broncos schedule? Without him against the Jets in London on Sunday, Raiders at home. Oh, the rivalry history Raiders that kills us slowly, and Chargers again. Panic? Pure frustration, like watching your favorite beer go sour in the tailgate heat. But wait, it's not as devastating as it seems. We have Alex Palchevsky, the undrafted free agent from Illinois, waiting in the wings like a gunslinger in a Colorado Western saloon. The guy's a fan favorite. Mile High goes crazy when they announce number 63 Alex Palchevsky eligible. He started 65 games in the Big Ten, a record tied with FBS legends. 0 sacks allowed in his senior year, a pass-blocking maniac. Last year, when Mike McGlinchey went out, Palchevsky came in as right tackle against the Buccaneers and Jets. 1 pressure in 179 snaps, facing elite defenses. Bo Nix calls him Paltro, a cute Polish nickname from his immigrant family, and says, with Paltro's experience, we keep the upward trajectory. Offensive line depth chart. He's the secret. Better at run blocking than pass, opening holes for 29 yards and 2 TDs in jumbo packages on Monday night. Payton used him 11 times to force defenses to choose, and it worked like a Swiss watch. Unique angles? Here's a exclusive insight from an anonymous scout I talked to at the post-game bar. Palchevsky doesn't just hold down the guard island. He reads defenses like chess, anticipating blitzes that power sometimes missed. Secret strategy? Payton's testing flex eligibility. Palchevsky becomes a TE in motion to confuse, like a magic trick at Coors Field. Denver Broncos results? No. Drop-off last year when he came in. Actually better O-line performance of the week. And stats? Advanced stats breakdown from PFF 92.3 in run block wins. Rate top 5 guards. Confident? I am 0 chance of a trade for another guard. From the Ravens or Saints, Palchevsky's the guy. But what if he stumbles in London? That could turn into quarterback controversy again, with Nix under pressure. Stay tuned. Hey, if you're feeling this fire like I am, subscribe to the channel now. Broncos country needs more voices like ours to hype up 2025. And tell me in the comments, does Palchevsky hold off the Jets? Or is it time to panic? Your answer could go viral like those Knicks TikTok highlights. Now, let's get to what matters. Why the hell should you buy Broncos stock now? It's Tesla in 2020 because the Denver Broncos 2025 season is becoming legendary. Finished last year in the playoffs, beating Buffalo in the wild card if it wasn't for that upset. And now, Troy Franklin has nearly doubled his rookie. Yards 263 to 250 in 5 games, with 2 TDs versus Eagles that made Denver Broncos. Highlights explode on YouTube. Bo Nix, PFF ranks him 32nd QB, but check the receipts. 6 TDs of 20-plus yards tied with Mayfield for MVP talk. Stop criticizing my QB, I yell at the screen every time I see haters. Defenses faced? Top 10 tough. And we're 3-2 with Denver Broncos statistics showing 140.6 rush YG, 13th in the league, and defense licking their chops for the Jets, who allowed 23. Pressures on fields. Outside voices, ESPN analysts like Field Yates were doubting Broncos versus Chargers analysis. Moral victory, but division goes to the Chiefs. Wrong last week. Chiefs in the basement with the Raiders. Mahomes falling like a drunk cowboy. Chris Jones deleting Twitter after lack of effort. You can't fake hunger, as radio host Zach By says. Rivalry history Chiefs? They're aging like sour wine. Kelsey slow, Jones lazy, while our defense, led by Nick Bonito, 12 tackles, 7 sacks, is a swarm of mountain wasps. Unprecedented. Predictions? My exclusive insight. Week 6 versus Jets in London. Nix throws 300 plus Yards, Palchevsky 0 pressures, 24-17 win, Denver Broncos vs. Jets preview. London becomes an international party. Then Packers analysis. Powers returns. Offense clicks, 4-2. Playoff chances 2025, 75%, straight to the wild card. Maybe even divisional versus Chiefs. Imagine the payback. Nostalgia for the older folks remember 2015 elite defense with Von Miller, sacking Brady like a grizzly bear. We're coming back. Behind-the-scenes locker room post-Eagles, Peyton asked the bus to loop around Philly to bump Meek Mill, total player. Coach flex. Pure emotion. I cried at the end, watching Knicks hug Cortland Sutton. Extension talks hot. Top wide receivers 2025. Secret strategies. Peyton stole pages from the Saints playbook for deep shots. Knicks' best touchdown plays are like 4th of July fireworks over the Rockies. But suspense. What if Powers' injury exposes weaknesses? Trade predictions. Nothing. I trust the roster. Draft picks impact 2025 like rookie Ollie Gordon at RB add depth. Social media trends. Broncos Instagram reels of fan reactions latest game are blowing up with John Knicks Robs West trending. Man, this is just the beginning. The Broncos are hungry, playing with a torn bicep and a champion soul. Got myself a new ball from the NFL shop. Time to polish it for the Super Bowl chase. But what about you? Ready for this roller coaster to end at the top? Subscribe now. If you love Broncos country, share with a lost fan, comment your prediction for the London game, and let's make this go viral. Because if we don't believe, who will? Until the next video, and as always, go Broncos.